enough. Close enough. Thought you'd have failed.
Let's go.
I'm warning you.
Easy!
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah! Yeah! Whoa there! Doing fine, girl. That's a girl. Easy does it. Walk on, girl. Who's a good horse? You are.
Come any closer.
There you are. This could be interesting. There's no shortage of firearms in this neighborhood.
I suspect the solution will turn on geometry, timing, and human nature.
There may be a penny dreadful in it. Look into it, won't you?
I should go back and ask about this.
I was on my way here. Heard 2 shots, I did. Right at the stroke of noon. I was on my way here. Heard 2 shots, I did. Right at the stroke of noon. He was a good man. Very honorable. I'm proud to have served under Colonel Prescott in the 11th Foot Gold Coast, Africa. Prescott put that up in memory of the time he led a sortie across the Pra River to outflank Ashanti warriors. Things turned out badly that day. Horrific. We lost several of our comrades. Prescott wanted us to remember them.
I should return and find out about this. Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Bullet hole in the clock. That's a new one. It could have already been there when I arrived at noon. Or maybe it was the second shot I heard.
From what I can gather, Prescott was shot almost exactly at 12 o'clock noon. The young lads across the street were fooling with a pistol they'd found. A bullet must have gone astray through the wooden fence. Hit Mr. Prescott smack in the chest. Bloody unlucky for all concerned. When Colonel Prescott retired from the army, he used his connections and started this munitions factory. He wanted the men that served with him to have work when they left the army. Apparently, they put the clock there while doing some repairs. It still runs, I notice.
I should return and find out about this.
We stood right there on a mark and shot the target. I went to shoot, but there was a loud bang. I was surprised and missed the target completely. It wasn't me who killed the man. I'm no murderer. We found a revolver underneath the lumberyard window. Don't know where it came from. We stood right there on a mark and shot the target. I went to shoot, but there was a loud bang. I was surprised and missed the target completely.
Him and me like to insult each other. I was a lieutenant under his command in Africa. I love the army. No one questions you when you wear a uniform. Anyways, every morning when he arrived, we'd call out and joke with each other. Yeah. Well, Prescott led a flanking sortie that went wrong. Lots of casualties. Some men called the colonel a coward, but it were really just bad luck. Anyway, he resigned. To make amends, he offered work at his factory whenever one of us left the army. Yeah. Well, Prescott led a flanking sortie that went wrong. Lots of casualties. Some men called the colonel a coward, but it were really just bad luck. Anyway, he resigned. To make amends, he offered work at his factory whenever one of us left the army.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
I admit it. I sell stolen rifles and pistols. All very hush-hush. Black market.
I made that shot. Early this morning, Prescott challenged me to plug the 12 from my shot. I missed just slow. No one witnessed it. It was too early in the morning.
I brought that gun back from Africa. I was a sniper fighting the Ashanti. I used that gun this morning for Prescott's challenge. It's the only Whitworth we have. I'd never sell it.
I should return and find out about this.
Saw him each morning as I drove by. Seemed like a good sort. We lost an entire barrel of beer, damn it. I heard 2 loud bangs, but thought nothing of it. Later, I found a bullet hole in a barrel. Imagine that, a bullet hole. My lad Samuel might know more. He's around back, tossing trash in the river. The poor lad. Fell on my doorstep a few years ago. He's in a bad way, has some sort of malady. Rides in the back while I make deliveries. Hard worker, very determined.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
I just drop off beer. Don't pay much attention to people along the way. That's for some sickness I picked up a while ago. Can't remember the name of it. There was an hole in a barrel. I've got no explanation for that. Save us! We're all doomed! Wonder what all the argy-bargy's about.
Munitions factory, Prescott's body. Lewis Prescott killed by a single bullet that entered his chest, passed directly through his heart, and exited from his back. Okay. Spread in a way that indicates the direction of the bullet. Of course, the banner of the 11th Regiment of Foot marked Gold Coast Ashanti Campaign. There is a hexagon-shaped bullet lodged exactly below the numeral 12. The clock is still running. A hole made by a hexagonal bullet. The hole is bloody. Single white feather. Empty munitions crate, clearly marked Prescott munitions number 408. It indicates that the bullet exited the courtyard. Okay. handmade by the orphans. Place the children stood when firing at the target. Okay. Impact mark. Appears a small heavy object may have fallen here, perhaps a revolver. A large bottle of beer, other bottles continue along the street. And in the attic. The first sniper rifle has an astonishing accuracy. This particular one smells as though it's been fired within the past few hours. Also, regimental insignia is carved into the stock. 11th Regiment of Foot, Gold Coast. Barrel depot. There is a round hole through one of the panels inside a spent bullet. The caliber of the bullet matches the orphan's revolver. Treatment for trypanosomiasis. What the fuck? Trypanosomiasis. A disease transmitted by tsetse flies in Africa. Trypanosomiasis. Alright. A partially plucked dead white goose. The flap bears the insignia of the 11th Regiment of Foot. So, the goose was plucked, and the feather was left as a signature of the crime. So, this guy who suffers from trypanosomiasis, and whatever it is, it's made by those flies that make you sleep. And he was a former soldier in Africa. And the revolver matches. Okay, so the guy shot from the shop, then he went upstairs, threw the revolver down in the alley. So it was him. It was you, bruh.
His goddamn cowardice in Africa got me best friends killed. He should have faced a firing squad.
It was you.
Very good sleuthing on your part. It's a miracle anyone survived, what with all those bullets out.
Death stalks the camp. An army sharpshooter watches friends dying in a tangled military maneuver and vows revenge. Flowed by tropical seas, contracting off the Gold Coast, prized having a rock. Spent years planning vengeance on Louis Prescott, Colonel whose cowardice meant death for his companions. He thought he Prescott with the symbolic white feather, and then, at the stroke of noon, took his final revenge. Many bullets flew that day. A bullet from the shot anti-block, practical. A bullet from the revolver found some children lodged in a passing vehicle. And the bullet fired by Samuel from the back of the car struck Prescott directly in the heart and brain. Okay.